Hey, Snack Pack snacking here, bringing you some good news. Putting the nuts in your fudge, if you know what I mean, children. Okay, that would have been a better imitation of Herbert if my voice wasn't, shredded from my cold this week. But that one is a dedication to Sadie, who suggested that I put my nuts in someone's fudge this week. Don't ask me why we have these discussions in my family. It's probably better left unsaid. So it's that time again. It is the end of season musings report, where I do all kinds of, really boring bullshit, like, talk about statistics for what I did this previous season and what my plans are for the next season. So, looking at Overbuff, because I've decided that I do like it better than Omnic Meta. I'm not really sure why, but looking at Overbuff, I ended the season at 2029. Now, in my defense, I did have a disconnect, so it really ought to be closer to 2079, but that 50 gold or that 50 SR isn't going to make any difference anyway. I did end above a 50% win rate, which I'll take. I kind of ended where I started. If I remember correctly, I'd have to go back and check my placement record just to see how I did. Now, the one achievement that I did have this season, and I've talked about this in a previous video, is I did have a new season high. So I was doing very well, and then I kind of had a losing streak and kind of started getting it back and then lost it again. I want to say it's Stylosa has a new video out on how not to lose SR, so I'll probably check that out. I'm assuming it's the same crap that, he's done before, but we'll see if there's something new there. That being said, most played heroes. I kept my promise, and I tanked up with Puzzle this season as Diva. So 35-30 with a 50, almost 54% win rate, which isn't bad. Almost 30 limbs average per game, and only 5 deaths average per game, which is a 6-to-1 ratio. I will take that. Self-destruct kills are good. I tend to hit them. I usually get at least a double, which is, at the higher ranks that doesn't happen, but down in the gold rank, they still don't move fast enough. I also have really enjoyed my Wrecking Ball play. I love playing with my balls. Pulled in a 47.62% win rate, 10-11. I mean, it's one freaking match. But I really enjoy Wrecking Ball. I will continue him into the next season, especially since I ran into 85 bazillion Diva players one day. But there aren't many Hammond players, so I will probably continue to hone my skills with him. Had to pick up the healer some, so I played a lot of Moira. 11-6 win rate with her. You'd think for a 65% win rate I'd play her all the time, but Moira's in a tougher spot than she used to be, and especially with Ana, who I've also started picking up this season. And then I also played quite a bit of Arisa with a 53% win rate, 9-9, ending the season 9-9-1. And in the what the hell was I thinking category, apparently I played McCree for 7 minutes on this account. 21-8. Not great. That's not quite 2.5-to-1 kill death ratio, 3 deadeye kills, but I won, so I did something right. Only 33% weapon accuracy. Scary thing is that's a 10% higher weapon accuracy than I get on the rest of my account. So I don't know, but it's just bizarre to me that I don't even remember the game I played McCree in. So there's your Twilight Zone character for the night. What else? So lots of changes to the PTR. I'm looking forward to trying out the Roadhog and Reaper changes. I don't play a lot of Reaper, but when I do play him, I like him a lot. I love him on defense, especially hybrid and 2CP defense, honestly. Because he is a brawler, and when the enemy has to come to you, then it's just so much the better, and you can just put those shotguns to use. I guess he's got better lifesteal than he had before. There's some theories that it's not going to be useful unless it won't stop goats, I guess is where I'm going with this, because the enemy tanks are all grouped up, and even though he has better lifesteal, he can't take 3 tanks at once. So it won't stop goats on its own, but it will add to his ability to shut tanks down. And I apologize for the sniffles. I am still sick. So I'm looking forward to the PTR changes. The Mercy change has some controversy. Very interesting video from your Overwatch talking about if your Mercy gets Valkyrie more often, she can damage boost more. And maybe that's where her utility needs to be. You know, people forget that supports are there to support you, right? People forget that supports have an entire kit, and they think, okay, this is what we need for the heals. But heals are only a piece of that kit, and people forget about like Lucio's speed boost, and they're grateful for Zen's damage. Or damage buff, his Discord orb. But then they're like, oh, we need a main healer. Let's get an Ana. Let's get a Moira out there. It's... Where am I going with that? Mercy, I think she's been relegated to the secondary role, kind of like Zen. But her utility is in her damage boost more than her heals right now. And... if you can get Valkyrie up that much faster, then she might be a DPS person's wet dream, and maybe that's how we need to use her. So I think it was Frito from your Overwatch that did that video. Look it up. I thought it was interesting. Star2D2, who is a master level Mercy player, does not like the buff. She thinks it's fixing all the wrong things, and there's some good commentary around that too. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see where it goes. BlizzCon coming. Everyone's excited for Hero 29. I'm sure it's going to change the meta yet again. The name of this game is adaptability. We've all got to learn how to counterplay, and I got to figure out what counters Torb. Need to go look that up. I want to say it was Break the Controller, BTC, that put out a Torb against everything guide. Also, again, worth a look. So, again, I watch videos, so maybe you don't have to. Or at least I can point them out to you. What else? So, start of season comes up Wednesday, according to the website I saw. I haven't logged on tonight, so I can't confirm if that's true. I'm assuming the website's right. I will be doing a stream tomorrow night with Sadie, because I always do a stream with Sadie. I'll probably do practices on my alt account over on Heffalump, so I can get in that DPS kind of mindset. And then Wednesday, I will do at least 10 placement matches on one account. And if I'm still up for it, I may do all 20, because I happen to be off work Thursday. Yay for me. So I have an opportunity to do all 20. And maybe we can bring that Heffalump experiment to a close, because I am curious to see how I place as a DPS player versus how I place with a tank healer hybrid. Maybe it'll give me confidence to move into that flex role when I do looking for groups, rather than just sticking with the tank role. So we'll see about that too. lots of changes coming, both for me and for the game itself, and only time will tell how that goes. So I've rambled enough. I've already stretched this video out to 10 minutes. Look at me go, and I'm not even monetized. So I'm getting in my practice for when I have 1,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, which you didn't because, well, it was all about me, because this channel is always all about me, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I throw a video up. And man, in the age of it's real life's tough. Be good to each other. Snacking out.